Are you crazy about Lisbon?
Love it.
We are crazy about Lisbon.
Lisbon good.
What makes you crazy about Lisbon?
Just the vibe. The vibe. Everyone here is so happy.
And did you try Portuguese food? Anything negative about Lisbon? What do you think about Lisbon 2023 versus Lisbon 2007?
We might as well start with our own viewpoint because we used to be tourists in this city when we first arrived 5 years ago. And I still remember the feeling of arriving here and being shocked in a positive way of the beautiful architecture and the city and the light. It was just something out of this world that I think most people are baffled by when they come here.
While we're sitting having coffee, Chuck and Julie just said hello to us because they've seen our videos. Yeah. Is this like whoa or?
It is whoa.
It is
yeah,
whoa.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. So many places to explore, and the food. For me, it's all about the food. There's been just phenomenal even just little dive spots on the side of the, side of the alleyways are so good.
You just order a sandwich with ham, a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
It's nothing like you get a ham sandwich in the US.
Yeah.
This is like the sliced quality meats, quality cheese.
Check. Hi guys. No, not even a reply. One of the things that makes Lisbon super attractive to tourists is that you have so much creative cuisine here. It's booming. It's becoming like a creative food capital of Europe.
Our visits to restaurants are 50% Portuguese and 50% international creative cuisine. This is Spanish.
So when talking about what we fell in love with when we came here the first time, I think this feeling of endless walks is something I really enjoy. Like you get lost in the cities of Lisbon immediately as you enter. There's so much beautiful architecture, narrow streets, charming corners, and history everywhere. I still appreciate it today, but coming for the first time to Lisbon, it's just magical.
No.
And then you sit here and you look out on the trams passing by. So we want to understand, like, why is it that Lisbon is so popular among like tourists? Like, why did you come here,
For the weather.
But it's not necessarily good in March.
Well, it is now.
So is it just the weather you come here for, or is it like something about the city that really attracts you?
Now we go together on holiday for the first time, and she never been in Lisbon before, and I was here many times, so we thought we'd go to Lisbon.
We have said again and again that when you come to Lisbon, you must sail on the river. And that's why we have teamed up with Get Your Guide to go and sail on the river. We feel like this is a perfect sponsor of this video because Get Your Guide basically allows you to get a guide. So what we're doing today is a different kind of boat tour because we're actually going at this vintage, beautiful lady behind us here, Nicolina. I'm very excited. I've never been on an old boat before.
What's your name, Captain?
My name is João.
Måske skal du gøre det mere likeable.
Mere likeable, hvad
Ja,
snakker du?
ja, ellers for genert.
We're here at the landmark of Lisbon, Belém Tower. This is where tourists stand in line for hours to see something that you should only see from the outside. Anyway, let's... Oh, sorry. Can I ask you a question? No. Can I ask you a question? Yeah? Where are you from?
Belgium.
The question is, are you crazy about Lisbon?
Oh, not really.
Not really?
No.
Why? What's not to love here?
We're just walking around all day.
But why? What does a city need for you to be crazy about it?
More parties, more
More
alcohol.
parties. This is a place to get drunk and wasted.
Tell my teachers, eh?
Ah, that's why. Okay, we can't use this. I remember our second visit to Lisbon, also as tourist, where Amalie invited me on a birthday boat trip. I feel like Owen Wilson in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
This was our second time in Lisbon, as we had already fallen in love the previous year. I remember how shocked we were that Lisbon was such an undiscovered gem. Back then no one really knew about Lisbon.
This view is redonkulous.
This article from 2016 talks about Lisbon being Europe's most underrated city, and I actually remember reading it.
To be honest, no one even knew about Portugal, but all that changed with the blink of an eye. Suddenly, Lisbon was on top of everyone's list of city getaways. But the real question is why? Ever since Lisbon was discovered by the masses, tourism has only increased in volume with no end in sight.
For reference, 25 new hotels this year alone are opening in Lisbon. But to understand understand why Lisbon became Europe's hottest city, we must start by asking all the people who are flocking here. No way!
I was just watching him.
No way!
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was not staged.
All the time he watches.
Really? Only him?
I watch sometimes.
How can we get you on board?
I don't.
Are you crazy about Lisbon?
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
we-
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this your first time here?
First time.
And why did you come here?
Looking for a retirement spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how's that working out?
I don't know. We're kind of on vacation mode right now.
Okay. Where are you from in the States?
Colorado.
Colorado. Avalanche.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The Nuggets are the best team
The
in
Nuggets?
the NBA right now.
Basketball.
Are they really called the Nuggets?
They're the Nuggets. Yeah.
Are they sponsored by
Like
Burger
gold,
King or
gold
like?
No.
nugget.
What makes you crazy about Lisbon?
Beautiful. The weather's great.
The weather, the culture, it's great.
Everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
You're from Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Are you crazy about Lisbon?
Yes, I love Lisbon. See?
Madrid or Lisboa?
Lisboa.
Lisboa or Barcelona?
Lisboa.
Lisboa. Okay. Muy bien.
Almost everyone we talk with are crazy about Lisbon. It's like a curse, but a beautiful one. You come to Lisbon and you fall in love. I mean, this is our 7th time enjoying Lisbon on a boat. There is just something about being on the water, getting wind in your hair, the smell of the salt water. It's magical.
With Get Your Guide, you unlock the most unforgettable experiences wherever you are in the world. With more than 3,600 worldwide destinations, you find over 60,000 experiences with knowledgeable local guides just like Joao. You can't walk on water, but you can sail on it. And I think this is a part of Lisbon that is almost a must-do experience. What's your name?
Petra.
Petra. Petra.
Petra.
Petra. What is the best thing about Lisbon?
There is a lot of crowd, so the city is living. It's nice.
Yeah. Did you try the Portuguese food?
We have a tour this evening.
Ah. And this was probably booked on Get Your Guide. Anything negative about Lisbon? If you could name one thing?
Some people are not so friendly.
Really? Like
Yeah.
the locals? Or other tourists?
No, not the tourists. The bus driver. Yeah.
And what do you think about the pricing here? Like everything? Like,
Life is expensive.
you think it's expensive?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Belgium.
Belgium.
What do you love most about it here?
It's very beautiful.
It's beautiful, and we love the food. We love the wine.
Why only more or less?
Because I live in Braga.
Ah, you live in Braga. You're Portuguese.
No.
Well,
Are you crazy about Lisbon?
Yes, I am.
Why?
It's my first time here.
When did you come here?
Yesterday with my boyfriend, just right there, and it's a very beautiful city.
And why did you come to Lisbon?
Because we didn't know the city, and it's near to. We live in Lyon, so it's near by plane, and it's very good food.
When you say food, is that Portuguese food or just any food?
Portugal. So I don't know how to say in English. It's polvo here.
Yeah,
Very,
polvo.
Very, very, very good.
When you go to a Portuguese restaurant, do you like scope them out on Google Maps and TripAdvisor, or do you just pick a random?
No, both.
Would you go to a restaurant where they show the menu card to you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, to see the food and choose.
Don't you think that it's a bad sign that they wave the menu card in your face?
Not really.
Okay, maybe turn on the engine. You got rosé on your white pants, honey. I'm sorry.
I know I keep saying Lisbon is beautiful, but when you see Lisbon from the ocean, it is amazing what an incredible, beautiful city this is. In a moment like this, I'm ready to move back to Lisbon.
This is Amalie trying to move to Lisbon and me trying to stop her because Madeira is our home. What do you think is tourists like the most about Lisbon?
Might be food.
The food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
From Poland.
Are you crazy about Lisbon?
Of course. Of course.
Is your first time?
A second time, but I will be still back, for sure.
Why do you come back here?
Because of the weather, friendly people.
What about the food?
It's okay. The fish and seafood.
Did you really try the Portuguese food?
I tried the bacalhau. Yeah, it was very good.
Do you think it's better than Polish food?
No.
What's the best dish in Poland?
Pierogi.
What was the highlight beyond food in Lisbon? Like, because for me and Amelie, when we got here, we went to Alfama, you know, the curly, narrow streets, and that's where we were like, wow, this is love.
We were just there last night.
Oh yeah?
We spent, yesterday evening there in the castle. Then we had just an amazing pizza. We were looking for a place and found a little pizza spot of all things. And again, just the quality of the sauce, the cheese.
What do you think about prices here?
Still very reasonable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than going out in the States?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
¿Por qué gustas esta ciudad?
Porque es caótica.
Lisbon is indeed a chaotic city, but that's also what makes it a wonderful place, especially for two restless souls like us. We always want more from life, and somehow Lisbon is capable of giving us that.
It's your first time in Lisbon?
Yeah.
Do you think are you crazy about this city already? Or yeah?
The food is amazing.
Yeah?
People here is great.
What has been the highlight?
The food.
The food?
Yeah. Because coming from Toronto, like here is perfecto.
Really? Beyond the food, what is it that makes Lisbon special?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
So you're like, this is like a city you want to come back to?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's very romantic here.
Oh.
Very. She's trying to say you should pop the question, you know.
Oh! Amelia, that's mean. Cheers to Lisbon.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, Amelia.
Cheers.
Our vintage boat trip was coming to an end, and if you want to do the same experience or check out all the other experiences available, you can book via our link down below. There's 24/7 support and free cancellation up to 24 hours before.
I will say the best view of Lisbon is from the ocean.
What's your name?
Miriam,
Miriam. Where are you from?
Italy, Milan.
Are you crazy about Lisbon?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is it the best city in Europe?
No.
What is the best city in Europe?
I think Rome or Venice.
You're a nationalist.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think Lisbon is prettier than Venice?
No.
Do you think the food is better than in Venice?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Why, they only have spaghetti in Venice.
That's not true.
Spaghetti and pizza.
No.
What else?
Meat, fish.
Maybe some spaghetti.
Okay.
Is it cheaper than in Italy?
Than Milan, yes.
And how long have you been here in Lisbon?
5 days.
And what has been the highlight?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
And did you try Portuguese food?
No.
So how can you say the food is better than Venice?
Because I see the food.
Oh, that's very judgmental.
I will try it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Are you crazy about Lisbon?
I really like it here.
Yeah?
Yes, I do. It's my first time in Lisbon.
What has been the highlight?
The Ceramics Museum.
And what do you think about the prices generally here?
It's less expensive than in France.
It's more expensive in France?
Less, about 20-25% less, I would say.
Do you think that Lisbon seems too touristy and crowded?
I would say for a month of March, outside of school holidays, I am impressed of the amount of people there is.
And have you tried the Portuguese food?
Yeah, bacalhau, of course. I love the people, very kind. Everybody speaks French or English. It seems amazing. Even in the remotest places, I start, I say, Deutsch café. Ah oui, bien sûr, monsieur, du café, tout de suite.
Thank you. Do you like Macron? I'm kidding.
Yeah. Actually, I like Macron, but I'm not sure she does.
After talking with at least 30 people, we realized that us humans are simple humans. All we need is good food, good weather, and nice people. And all that you find in Lisbon.
We never really got any truly in-depth answers as to why Lisbon is so special. But we think it comes down to Lisbon being great at everything. Lisbon is one of the prettiest cities in Europe. Lisbon has some of the best food. And Lisbon has the best weather if you don't include Madeira and the Canary Islands.
Lisbon is full of always friendly Portuguese people. Unless, of course, their football team just lost. The reason why Lisbon became Europe's hottest city is because this city checks all the boxes. But let's see what a couple of locals think about this great transformation that happened so fast.
What do you think about Lisbon 2023 versus Lisbon 2007?
We were 9, so...
Okay. 14.
I don't know, maybe more international, I think. I think we became more open to the outside world, I don't know.
So you are not annoyed with all the tourists and all the foreigners moving here?
I'm personally not, because I also like to visit other places, so everyone is welcome.
Whoa!
There are different aspects. Because of course it's nice to have people visit us, but the rent situation is not nice, of course. And the prices, especially this past year, everything is so expensive now. But I like tourists and I like to be a tourist, so...
Do you think a good tourist has to eat a lot of bacalhau?
Oh, bacalhau is really good.
It is.
It's always nice to try the typical things, of course. Yeah.
So if you are a tourist and you come to Lisbon and you eat paella, is that a bad thing?
I mean, bacalhau is better to eat here, and paella it's better in Spain. But
what do you think? What do you think if a tourist says gracias to you?
I think it's okay. We just need to teach.
Are you not? Just be honest. Does it offend you when a tourist says gracias?
Not really. I think it's just our role to teach. Like that here we say, obrigado.
You're good people. Thank you so much.